What's going on, guys? Winner Kills here, and welcome back to round 3 of feature matches. We've got Dark Worlds versus Pendulums, of all things. Another unfamiliar matchup, much like last time we had Ritual Beast versus Dark Magician. Here we have a bit of return to normal, I would say, in as far as the Pendulum side goes, but we got a rogue matchup. Dark World, which I would say has a decent matchup. There are certain cards that, in particular, with this man's build on the left here, that I would say give him an advantage in the in this certain matchup. But other than that, I would say it'd be a pretty rough matchup in general for, Dark Worlds to play through anyways. But, as you see there, Mind Crush being not just a tech card, I would say, for Dark Worlds, or just in any deck at the moment, let alone this is a good card in general for Dark Worlds to play, because you have cards like Drag Down, where you have the ability to see your opponent's hand, and also the coincidence you have here where this deck is searching a ton, so it definitely does not hurt to have that added card in this matchup as well. So those sorcerers there are actually Italian. Cannot read them, so they have an English copy there on the bottom left of that Cosmo Blazer mat, in case you're wondering what that was. I do apologize for the glare that's there. Nothing I can do about it though at the moment. Utopia Lightning going to be used to beat over that Trance Archery, going with the Utopia Primes in order to use that extra detach effect, which may come in handy later. Dark World can put out some pretty high attack monsters. You got Grapha coming out, I think, at 3k with the field spell, which, I mean, not to say that Pendulums is a deck that has to worry about dealing with beaters. More so, you have cards like Ignister that can get rid of it, no problem. With a rank 4 toolbox deck that it can be at sometimes, you have cards like Castel to go into that could easily out said cards. And but though you'll see here the Pendulum mechanic is definitely caught up to Dark World at this time, and it's definitely outpacing it. We have cards like Kieran there, just strictly outdoing Dark Worlds. Definitely not opening too well, and you'll see him take game 1 there, no problem. Pot of Desires coming down. It's a strong turn 1 play. I'm sure most of you know Dark Worlds is renowned for its draw power capability, so why not add to it a little bit more with a card like Pot of Desires. Whether or not it's going to hinder his deck too much, the deck, as far as I'm concerned, plays 3 ofs, but it might not hinder him too much. There he goes with all that draw power there in the end phase. Allure of Darkness, 2 blind Allure of Darknesses, banishing a Beige and a Snow. During the standby phase, you can activate Fang of Critias, discarding Mirror Force to summon the Mirror Force Dragon. Maybe it was during end phase, but if it was a quick play spell, we probably meant to do it during standby phase or draw phase. Either way, it doesn't really matter. Mistake and Mirror Force Dragging on that painful decision. Gonna stop his plays instantly. He knows he has another Scolding set, so doesn't want to risk running into that. Gonna play it a bit safe. There is Draco Face Off, which he is definitely free to activate under Mistake, as long as he does not add the card to his hand, which I don't think it does anyways. Luster Pendulum. Going to pop, but I think he realized he could not do that as it searches. Well, Pendulum, Lector, and Master. Gonna go into a rank 4. There's Castel. You can get rid of the Mirror Force Dragon and leave the Mistake on the field. But I don't think he wants to do that because he's He's not familiar with Mirror Force Dragon's effect. I think when Mirror Force Dragon is targeted for an effect or an attack, he has the option to destroy either all monsters or all cards on your opponent's side of the field. So you may want to pay attention to what that effect is there. Luckily, his opponent is allowing him to go back to make the better play. Going for Magister, there's Tour Guide. That'll see a Solemn Warning real quick, getting over the Magister, trying to prevent himself from taking too much damage. Not getting that search in the end phase that he wanted because of mistake. I think the better play would have gone Castel clearing the mistake, putting that back into his deck, and then just leaving the Castel there in defense position, because at least then he can activate his Luster Pendulum. Now, mind you, the Pendulum player on the right, he may not be the best Pendulum player. I know there might be a comment or two. He isn't necessarily the best player at our locals, but definitely tries to be. Definitely a enthusiastic player, I would say. Just recently started playing Pendulums, then since he was able to pick up some sorcerers, so give him a break if you would, if he doesn't make all the tier 0 bonkers plays. So yeah, just a heads up on that. You'll see Grapha coming out, bouncing that snow back to hand, swinging with the rest of them. That Mirror Force Dragon, that's going to be game off sheer damage. We're going to go into game 3 here. Starting off strong, Skyris, and I think that was Ariadne. Yep, Skyris and Ariadne. He's going to reveal the counter traps. Chaos Trapple, Solemn Scolding, and Solemn Warning. All cards which hurt him, especially that Chaos Trapple. May or may not be a side-decked card. We'll see him activate Unicorn and Phoenix. Quick to... I think that's double Ariadne. He's going to go into Abyss Dweller. Standby phase, he's going to activate it preemptively, so does not lose out on getting to negate some graveyard effects. I know one example I have is that I played, as a Mermail player, I've played against several people who make Dweller their first turn or second turn, whatever be it, but they do not activate the effect in the standby phase, and then I drop a Kaiju over top of it, and then they're probably thinking, like, I probably should just activate it during standby phase, so I could have at least preemptively negated maybe 1 or 2 graveyard effects. And at that point, you're definitely going to be able to change your opponent's plays because they have no other choice but to play a turn without the graveyard because they weren't able to activate them at all in the first place, when not being able to risk losing a card like Dweller in the matchup where the graveyard is extremely important. But you'll see he's going to Pendulum Summon Phoenix and Odd Eye's Pendulum Dragon into 3 back row. Not too worried, it doesn't seem. Definitely has the opportunity to swing into whatever that set card is. But, of course, you would at least have to know that he does play Mirror Force. If he does run Mirror Force Dragon, which he did summon out last game. He's going to run into it, though, as you saw just a few moments ago, losing a field. But really doesn't matter too much because we're talking Pendulums here. It can easily recover from board wipes like that, but Dark World, not so much. There's Fang of Critias. Gonna see that get Solemn Scolding. Oh, it doesn't look like Fang of Critias is a quick play. I thought it was a quick play, so he could have definitely activated that in the standby, or not the standby phase, the end phase from that first game or second game. That's my bad for not knowing exactly whether or not it was a quick play or not. Skill Drain on that second donkey. See him Pendulum Summon back out the Phoenix and the Pendulum Dragon, but it's gonna get Mirror Forced again. GG, it looks like. Normal summoning Snow to bring out Grapha, swinging for 2,700. He has like another Mirror Force set or something. That would be pretty hilarious, but I don't think anything in his extra deck at the moment can get over the Grapha, and definitely can't make any Xyz plays with that Skill Drain on board, because Castell will not be able to do anything about skill drain, as we know. Still unsure of what the other set card is. Same goes for that set monster. He does have Kieran in the scale. Sky Iris popping his scale to add Odd Eyes Fusion. Looking to probably go into a Vortex Dragon. Sending the 2 required materials from his extra deck to the graveyard. Meteor Burst and the Odd Eyes Dark Xyz Rebellion, whatever it's called. The Pendulum Xyz card. End Phase Crush Card Virus. Applying the new effect. Not having a card to discard to negate it. Probably went into that trying to... Well, you can't even negate it anyways. He has skill drain. What am I thinking? With that terraforming set, not going to do him too good at all unless he Dark will take the match 2-1, surprisingly. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this matchup. If you did, please do me a favor and leave a like if you would. Leave your comments down in the comment section below as per usual. And I want to go ahead and take a quick moment, a real quick moment, to thank you guys for all of the continued support and the outpouring of support on all the past videos. Have done really well. I do really appreciate your guys' support on, you know, everything lately. Just breaking 2,800 subscribers, on our way to 29, then 3,000. I do have some ideas for what I want to do at 3,000 subscribers, and it's crazy to think we're almost at 3,000 subscribers. It seems like just yesterday we hit 2,000. But I had some ideas, maybe a Q&A and a giveaway or something. I don't know. I just think that would be fun, being that I've never done one of those or something along the lines of that. But we're not there yet, but we'll see when we get there. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and as always, winner kill signing out. We'll see ya.